For the last week or so, I've been completely obsessed with a publishing platform that lets me convert my Canva designs into beautiful online publications, like the ones you're seeing right there. It turns my content into interactive flipbooks, so I can offer my audience a better reading experience. Ooh, look at that smooth page flip effect. That platform is called ISSUU, and in this video, I'm going to show you how it works so that you too can become obsessed with it. What is up everyone, Ronnie here, welcome back to our channel. Today we are talking about a publishing platform called ISSUU, which is fully integrated with Canva. And full disclosure from the beginning, you know me, I'm an honest guy. ISSUU is actually sponsoring this video. Indeed, they reached out to me and they say, hey Ronnie, would you create a video to show your audience how ISSUU works? And at first I was a bit hesitant. Indeed, we never do any sponsored video on this channel. Actually, this is the very first one. And second, I had never used ISSUU before. So I told them and they said, no worries, just try it out for a couple of days and let us know what you think. So I did try it out. I did give it a spin for a couple of days and I really started to see the potential to share my content as a content creator, but also the potential to build community with ISSUU's features, which I'm going to cover. So I accepted the job. I took on the sponsored video. So this video is sponsored by ISSUU, which means I have a very special offer for you guys at the end of the video, a huge discount that you can use if you decide to go with one of their paid plans. And if you don't want to spend any money, no worries, ISSUU also has a free plan which you can use for pretty much everything I'm going to show you in this video. And with that being out of the way, let me show you the 4 points I will be covering in this tutorial. First, I want to give you a quick tour of the ISSUU platform. So that would be pretty much showing you what ISSUU looks like and what you can do with it. Next, I will show you the workflow to publish your Canva designs to ISSUU. And you will see this is very easy and straightforward. You just need to follow a couple of steps. Then I'm going to be talking about some of the ISSUU features that really impacted me, the ones that I think have the most potential, and these were just 5 features I really loved about ISSUU. And there will be some free ones and some paid ones. And I will make sure to let you know if I'm talking about free or paid features so that you guys can really decide what is best for you and your business. And then for those of you interested, at the end of the video, we will have the special deal we've made with ISSUU for the viewers of this video. So now that you know what's on the menu, let's jump into ISSUU. As I was saying, ISSUU is first and foremost a publishing platform. So you can expect to find a bunch of publishers on this platform publishing all sorts of digital publications. So you will find content like digital flipbooks, magazines, newsletters, etc., etc. So this page right here pretty much shows you all of the potential for different types of creators that ISSUU offers. You can also search and discover content on ISSUU. For example, right here on the category page, I see different categories like arts, business, education, sports, animals, all sorts of stuff. So if I click on sports, for example, I'm going to start seeing some online publications about fishing, about BMX, about basketball, all sorts of sports. And I can even filter further with these category tabs right here. So if you are into golf, just click on the golf tab and you'll see a bunch of magazines and content that other publishers have published about this specific topic on ISSUU. So that's one way to search, by browsing the categories. You can also search for specific keywords. For example, let's try interior design. So I just type in interior design and ISSUU will present me with a bunch of results right here. From here, you can go deeper in your search using the search filters. So there are a bunch of different filters for the types of results. Me, for instance, here, I would love to filter by publishers. I would love to see magazines about interior design. So I'm just going to click on publishers. And now I see different publishers who create content about interior design. So let's try one out. This one right here has 475 followers, and I will come back to what followers mean on ISSUU in a second. 56 publications and 2 stacks. All of this I'm going to explain in a second, but let's click on it. Let's view this publisher. And now I am on Interior Design Magazine profile on ISSUU, on the ISSUU platform. So I can see a bit of information about what this magazine, what this business is all about. You can see a link to their website, social media, and here all their 56 publications. So I see some publications that look like a magazine, and something I notice is that some of them have a price and some don't. It seems like they are selling their publication right there on ISSUU. So let's first have a look at what a free publication looks like. So this is when you open up the issue, the publication, and then you can flip through the pages with the little arrows right here, or with your keyboard arrow. You can go back or forward like this with the little arrows. And you can see it's pretty neat. It looks like an actual printed magazine, which is really cool. I like that. I can see that I can download this publication if I want to. I can save it to one of my stacks. I'll come back to this in a second, but I want to show you what, let's go back to Interior Design's profile. I want to show you what a paid publication looks like, okay? For example, this one right here about homes, it catches my attention. So if I start flipping through the pages, I'm gonna be presented with a sales page, okay? Unlock full access to this issue of the magazine and buy it for $4.99. Okay, so I thought this feature offered a lot of potential for content creators like us. Like being able to sell your publication directly via this kind of platform has a lot of potential. And I will come back to this feature later in the tutorial. I just wanted to tease it to you now so you understand what you can actually do with ISSUU. All right, now that you know what you can do with ISSUU, well, let's do stuff with ISSUU. I want to show you the steps to publishing some of your Canva content, some of the content you already created in Canva to the ISSUU platform. So for that, I'm going to be jumping into a document that I have prepped in Canva. So this is the document. Let me zoom in a little bit. I've created, based on a newsletter, an email that we already had, I've created a magazine. And the way I got there, very easy. I started with a Canva template. I searched for magazines, and then I found this template right here. Let me give you a quick preview that had already 18 pages to it. So after that, it was pretty straightforward. I just came back to my template right here and started pouring the content of my newsletter and added a little bit of, photos and touches to be on brand. So I created, I think it's 20 page or so, 20 something page magazine based on the content I already had in my newsletter. So that's what it looks like. So I made it look like a magazine because I really wanted to try the full magazine experience on ISSUU. So yeah, made it look like a magazine with a cover that looks like a magazine with Rondi, the November 2022 issue. And yeah, with a couple of main articles that are being teased right here on the cover, which are actually the sections of my newsletter. And so these titles are actually taken from some of the sections from the actual newsletter. So I didn't really reinvent the wheel here. I just repurposed some of the content I already had. And you guys can also do that with PDFs you might already have, with online courses, blog articles, even decks or presentations you've already created in Canva. All of this could easily be repurposed and published on ISSUU. So back to my little project right here of creating the first issue of the Rondi magazine right here. And once you're done with your magazine, meaning it's ready right here in the Canva editor, it's time to publish it. So for that, the first thing you need to do is to locate the share button right here. So hit the share button, and what you want to do is to go in the more section right here and search for ISSUU. Okay, so you're gonna have to scroll down quite a bit, go to your more options section and search for ISSUU right here. Now that I located it, you can click on it, and the first time you are going to be using ISSUU, you will have to connect it to your Canva account. So you will see this type of dialog box. Just click on Use. Now at this stage, you will have to go through an extra step, which is to create your ISSUU account if you don't already have one. I already have one here, so Canva immediately connected to it. But if you don't have one, you'll have to create one at this stage. And don't worry, creating an account on ISSUU is completely free, so start with a free account. You will know your Canva account is properly connected to ISSUU when you see this window right here that says Select Pages. This is where you select the pages of your document, your Canva document, that you want to save to ISSUU. Okay, so you can use that little drop-down arrow right here to select the pages. In my case, I know I want to publish pages from 6 to 23. Okay, so I'm gonna just manually input that, but you can also use the little check boxes right here. See, I inserted this red page on purpose to indicate, to remind myself that it actually starts on page 6. So 6 to 23, all good. I'm gonna click done and I'm gonna click save. Now Canva is gonna work its magic and it's going to save these pages on my issue account, the one I connected to Canva. There you go. This only took a couple of seconds and Canva tells me my design has been saved and I can actually view it in issue. So let's go ahead and click that link. And here I'm being redirected to my issue dashboard. In my draft section, I can see that I am in the draft. So this is not yet published on issue. It's still under review for me. I hit the publish button, so I control that. It's not immediately published. So this is good to know. Now let's click on it and see how it looks like. So there we go. We have the viewer right here. I can flip through the pages and see my magazine right here. And I love that buttery smooth page flip effect. It really looks like I'm holding this magazine and I'm flipping through the pages. It's actually very enjoyable. You can watch this full screen if I want to. Yeah, so this is giving you a good preview of how your content will be discovered and enjoyed by your audience on issue. All right, guys, I sincerely hope you are enjoying this tutorial so far. If you do, leave us a like. This will really help us with the visibility on YouTube. And let's continue. I want to talk about some of the features I really loved while using Issuu. And I'm going to continue using my example of the Rondi magazine to show you more stuff that you can do. And I'm going to make sure to talk about the free features, the stuff you can do for free, but also the paid features, because some of them are really powerful. So let's jump into it. The first feature I really love is the no-frills public profile on Issuu. So let me come back to Issuu. This is our magazine right here. To access the public profile, just click on your little icon right here. If you haven't yet built your profile, you will see an avatar right here. But if you click here and choose public profile, you will be redirected to your public profile. So a couple of things you can do from here. If you click on edit profile, you can upload your profile picture, which I highly recommend you do with your brand or your logo. You can build your profile as well. You can change your publisher name on Issuu. You can add the city you live in. You can add a website, which you should do. And you can fill up a little about section, which you should be using for discoverability, for search engine optimization as well. So use your main keywords in there. Tell the people who will be stumbling upon your profile what kind of content they might expect on your Issuu profile. So yeah, that's what I've done here. And then you can add a couple of social media accounts, which is also a neat little feature. When you're done, just click out of this and back to your public profile. So that is the first thing. But something else that is really powerful in my opinion and free about the public profile is that you can start following people on Issuu. Okay, so here I have one follower. I'm not gonna tell his or her name. I'm gonna keep that a secret, but people can start following you and you can start following people. Actually, if I go back to my profile picture right here, I can hover over the following tab right here. So let's click on that. And these are all the publishers I followed on the Issuu platform. So for example, the Body Shop, I've been following the Body Shop because I think they have great publications. You see, you can follow and unfollow publishers simply with their follow button. So you can start using Issuu as a social media platform, as a content discovery platform. You can discover people and people can discover you. So I would start maybe advertising my Issuu profile to my audience, so I gain followers on that platform. So that social dynamic of the platform is very interesting in my opinion, because the more people follow you, the more people will be exposed to your free content and potentially to your paid publications as well. Something else I enjoyed about my Issuu profile is that I can easily create stacks, okay? Stacks are kind of like a folder. So you can organize your publication into different stacks. And the fun thing about stacks is that people can actually follow specific stacks instead of following your entire profile. So I went ahead and created two different stacks. One with our newsletters, the Rondi newsletters. This is the stack right here. I only have one newsletter so far. And I also have another stack right here. I'm gonna open that one stack about the what's new in Canva. So these are actually the slides we use in our series of videos, What's Hot with Canva. We have about 20 episodes so far, and what I've done here, I've started to publish the slides I use in these videos right here on my issue profile in that stack, What's New in Canva. So that kind of gives my audience a little bit extra. You know, you might be a follower, you might be a subscriber of our channel on YouTube, but if you want a little bit more, you're a true fan, you will come and subscribe to this stack right here, What's New in Canva, in my issue profile. So that's the kind of stuff you can do to build community, to give your audience a little bit more via issue. So I really love that about it. Now let's move to the second feature I really loved about Issuu, and that is the butter smooth reading experience for the viewer. Me as a viewer, but also as a publisher, because I know my audience is gonna dig the content in that format. So let me come back to one of my publications here on Issuu, this deck right here, to again show you that very cool and smooth reading experience that you can offer your viewers on Issuu. And you will see that you can also add links. You see, there's a link here to our YouTube channel. I'm going to come back to this in a second, but what I want to show you is this very interesting viewing experience. You can share full screen. Now, there is something I would like to show you in terms of the viewer's experience. The difference between using Issuu as a free user and using Issuu as a paid user. So the difference is going to be noticeable for the people who consume your content. As a free user, this is the kind of experience you will have. So I clicked on a magazine from this publisher right here, Burns Pet Nutrition. Okay, so that is someone who is using Issuu with the free plan. So I can see here, I can see that I don't have the full screen experience. I have this in a window. Unless I click on full screen, this will go and stretch to full screen. But by default, I have this experience right here, which is surrounded by ads as well. So I see ads on top and underneath. I will have some ads basically in my viewing experience. Now, when you use a paid plan, so I am here on the premium Issuu plan, when I click on one of my documents, this is the experience your readers will have. They will have an ad-free experience and a full screen, by default, full screen experience, which is cool. Also, if you decide to, you can allow people to download your publication. I didn't turn that on for this specific document, but you can with a paid plan. So that is in a nutshell the difference between free and paid in terms of viewing experience. The third feature I really enjoyed on Issuu is that you can make your content come alive on the platform by adding links, but also adding videos, or if you are a paid user, embedding videos directly into your publications. So let me show you how that works. So for that, I'm gonna go over my Issuu dashboard. You will get to your dashboard by clicking on the little Issuu logo right here in the top left corner. So from here, you can access your content on Issuu. For example, if I click on publications, I will see all of my documents, all of my publications that are already published. I have 3 right now. And if I click on drafts, I will see this issue of my magazine, which is not yet published. I just saved it to Issuu via my Canva document. So it's right here. Let's click on it. I want to show you how you can bring this content to life with links and with videos, okay? So one thing I noticed is when you add some links to your document, for example, I've added a link right here on this page. So this button right here, the profile picture of our YouTube channel, actually has a link right here in the original Canva document. That's a link to our YouTube channel. If I go back to my publication right here, you see how this part blinked, indicating me there's a link. If I hover my mouse right here, Issuu will have kind of converted that link into a link in my actual publication. And this is something I noticed. If you add links to your elements in your Canva design, they will be clickable also in your Issuu presentation. Now, some of these other links might not be working already in my publication right here. So here I had a bunch of links as well on this page to the different template sets. They seem to have been correctly applied in my publication. But on this page, for example, I have a video right here, and this one, there's no link. It didn't work. I didn't embed in my Canva document. Let me show you this specific page in my Canva document right here. So you see this one is an embed. So I just pasted the link to this YouTube video, okay? And if I click on it, it opens the YouTube video. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna copy the URL of this video, come back to issue right here, and I want to add a link to this thumbnail right here. So it's actually clickable. Right now it's not clickable. So I can use this feature right here, add links and videos, which is a free feature. So I'm gonna click on that and choose the page where I want to add a link. This is this page right here. And now you see my cursor has become a little like cross right here, a little X. So I can select the area I want to transform into a clickable link, okay? So right there, when I release my click, this window pops up. So I can select the type of link I want. I can use a web link, a video link, shopping link, or a go-to link, okay? So what I'm gonna do is select video. And now here you can post the URL of that video from YouTube, from Vimeo. Those are the main, I would say, video platforms. And yeah, a couple of more options. So by default, free issue users will only have this first option available to them. The video will be playing in overlay. So I'm gonna show you what that makes. And then I will come back and show you what upgrading your issue to a starter or premium plan can do in terms of embedding and working with video, because I think this is quite important. But let's see what the free version does first, okay? So I've created that link. Don't forget to save, or actually I want to do the same thing with the second video I have here. But you know what? This one, I'm gonna use a pro feature to show people like the difference between the two. But before I do, I need the link to this video. So let's go find it on our Canva document right here. I'm gonna do the same thing. Copy the link here. And now I can share, copy this. Oh, shut up, you Ronnie. Close that window, come back to issue. Yes, this is where I want to paste this second link. There you go. Video, insert the URL. Now I'm gonna show you a different option. So these two options right here, embed in the publication, embed with autoplay, are for premium users only. I'm gonna click this one right here, click on done. All right, now I have 3 items that need to be saved. Don't forget to save. And I'm gonna publish this document. Okay, confirm, yes, I'm fine with this. I want to publish this. I want to see this live. So this is now how anyone who uses my link to this magazine issue will see my content, okay? And remember, because I'm a premium user, they will see it full screen with no ads. So that's a pretty nice viewing experience. Now let's flip to the part where I have my video. Right here, I have the first video. Remember, I used the free feature to add video here. So when I click here, this is what's gonna happen. A pop-up window will open on top of my magazine, and I can play the video from here. Now, don't get me wrong, this is already a pretty good experience, but you can do better. Let me now show you how a video might look like if you use a premium feature. You see, as I flip the page, this second video will start playing and it will be embedded in my publication. So no more window popping on top of the document. It actually plays in the document, which in my opinion is a much better experience for the user, because you don't have to close a window, start the video, it's already there. It's really engaging. When people come across this page, they will see something is moving. And so this feature, in my opinion, adds up to the experience, but it's a premium feature on issue. All right, coming back to my document here, I want to show you a couple more things you can do with these links. For example, this page right here, my table of content, I can actually make these different titles clickable so that when people open and flip the first page open, they will have the option to go straight to the article they want to read. So for this, make sure you use the add links and video button and then start selecting the sections like so. And this time, it's not a web link, it's not a video, it's not a shopping link, it's a go-to page. So click on this and type in the page number you want to direct people to. Go to page number 4. Click on done. Then you can do this for all the other sections like this. Go to page 7. There you go. I have created clickable links to all of these different sections. All I have to do is to save and then publish the changes. All right, now I can go back to view this in the reader. I'm gonna open up my magazine and there you go. You see, I can now click through any of these sections. If I want to go straight to the last article in this magazine, click here and it's going to drive me to that page right here where I can start reading the work-life balance article. There's another feature I tried and liked on the ISSUU platform, and this one is to drive traffic to your publication via shorter bite-sized pieces of content called article stories. Let me show you how that works. So I'm back here to my ISSUU dashboard and I'm gonna first select a specific publication. Okay, so I want to create an article story to drive traffic to the Rondi magazine. Okay, and I can change the title also, Rondi magazine, November 2022. Okay, that's the November 2022 issue. Okay, so I can publish these changes first. Okay, success, content is live. So now if I scroll down a bit, I will have a bunch of different settings here for my magazine, but here at the bottom, I will see article stories. And you can find the same feature if you go to the repurpose button, article stories, but it's already here under the settings of your specific article publication. And this is what ISSUU says about the article stories. Easily create stories from your content. So what this will do, it will create a mobile optimized story taken from your publication. Okay, let's create one. The goal of this is to obviously start driving traffic to your main article, your main publication. So the first thing I need to do is to select the pages for which I want to fetch the content from, okay? So let's use the first article right here, keeping up with Rondi. So I'm gonna select this page and select the entirety of this story. So those 3 pages. Okay, go to the editor. So once you get here, you will see 2 things going on in 2 different columns. On the left side, you will see the 3 pages we selected to create our article story. And on the right side, you'll see the actual article story. So for now, it's a very basic story. There's only a title and a cover image. This cover image is actually the first photo taken from the 3 pages. This is actually the background of the magazine, so it's not very interesting. If I move this slider to the right here, I will have access to all of the different images that are contained in these 3 pages. So I think this photo right here would be a much better cover for our article story. So I'm going to update the story for this. Next, I can start simply adding different things to my story. So I want this, I want to have these 2 text boxes, maybe a photo right here, and then continuing with this title, and then all of my text boxes right here, maybe this title. Okay. If you see something you didn't like, you can simply delete it. Settling down. Okay, let's click on this one, and then one last photo, leave your purpose. This one I can quickly customize right here because this didn't really go well because it was 2 different text boxes. This one I will delete, and then leave your purpose. These are the last pieces of text that I want to include. So there you go. I created this quick story. I can see how it looks like by previewing that story, and it shows me how it looks on a mobile. I need to optimize this title right here. This should be Keeping Up with Rondi. Okay, there you go. I have my Keeping Up with Rondi story. I can add a bit of editing. You see, for example, this one right here, it says paragraph. I can make that a headline. So let's quickly do this. This should be a subtitle, this one as well. So you see how easy it is to format everything. This one should be a main headline. Actually, the first one as well, Keeping Up with Rondi, should also be a main headline. And then the subheadlines, main headline, perfect. So I can quickly save that, or I can also publish that. And this piece of content will help me drive traffic to my main magazine. So let me show you how. Now I can come back to my issue dashboard and go to my article stories. Right here, I see 3 drafts. Okay, and this is keeping up with Rondi. Okay, so this one right here, I'm gonna open it in the editor. I want to publish this story. So there you go. It says your article story is published on Issuu. And this is the actual link. I can copy that link and paste it in a new window right here to see the story. And it looks great. This is the published story. So if I go back to Issuu and back to my public profile, I should see under the Rondi publication right here, my magazine, that it contains a story. There's a story inside, and that's the story I just created right now. I can read the story from here. I really enjoyed how easy it was to create this extra piece of content. It literally took me 2 minutes to put together this story based on the content I already had. That's why Issuu actually calls this to repurpose your content. And this story is really a marketing asset I can use. Let me open the story again here on my computer, but it really looks nice on mobile as well. I can really use that story to promote this issue of my magazine. Let's imagine I was selling that issue. Actually, let's move on to the last issue I really love about Issuu is that you can sell publications directly on the platform. That is a paid feature that is only for people who are on the premium or optimum plan. Okay, so the 2 highest plans of Issues. I am actually currently using the premium plan, so I can actually sell my publications on Issuu. And that's what we are going to do right now. I'm going to put this Team Rondi first issue for sale to show you the steps and also to show you the potential. What I really want here is for you to realize, oh, this could be a really good asset for my business because I have all of that content. I have all of these courses. I have all of these articles that I have written and that already exist in my Canva account. How can I monetize this? Well, let me show you. Okay, so for that, let's go back to the issue dashboard by clicking on the logo right here. Let's go to my publications. Let's select the Rondi magazine and let's head over the sell button right here. Again, this will only be available for premium users and up. Okay, so free users won't have access to this, starter users either. But let's try it out, okay? So I click here and the first box is telling me I can make this available for purchase, okay? I want to do that. I can set the price. So I don't know, what would be a good price for this Rondi magazine? Let's have a special launch price of $2.99. Can select the currency, which is nice. Let's do with US dollars. Okay, so you see that I have some unpublished changes. I will have to make sure I change this. All right, so that's settings. One thing I need to tell you is that to power these sales, you will need to have a Stripe account. So make sure that you can use Stripe in your country and you'll need to create a Stripe account. But once it's done, and it was pretty easy for me to set up, once you have your Stripe account, you can link it to your Issuu account and you can start selling your publications. So here it's already all set up, but let me show you the next tab right here, which is preview pages. So you can actually let people see or give access to certain pages of your publication for free as preview pages. So you of course want your magazine cover, and I also want the table of contents. Okay, so that's what I want there for free. Yeah, that's it. Like I want these 2 pages so that people can see what's inside the magazine. And you can also create free access codes, which I'm not gonna get into right now, but yeah, publish the changes. So you're publishing article story with this publication. The stories will be visible to readers who have not bought the publication. So that's where the marketing aspect of creating story comes into play. Because even though your publication is a paid one, you can promote it with article stories, which are going to be available for free users. So that's very interesting, and that's a nice way to drive traffic to your paid content on Issuu. And that's something I really loved about Issuu. Once you understand it and you have unlocked these paid features, you can really promote your paying material. So confirm that, and now it's just saving here. Okay, success. Your content is now live and it is a paid content. So let's see that. I want to see how the public sees this. Okay, so view live. Now this is how my magazine will show to anyone just accessing it via my link or via my public profile. I have my buy it for $2.99 US dollars. Can flip through the pages. Remember, I gave this free preview, and then when I flip to the next page, I'm gonna be presented with the sales pitch. unlock the full access to Rondy magazine, buy it for $2.99. If I click here, I will have to enter my credit card details and just finalize this purchase on ISSUU, and then I will be able to access the magazine. This is an awesome feature, and I am really going to dig deeper into this to really see if this could be a valuable asset for my business. All right, I think I did a pretty good job at presenting all of the things you can do with ISSUU. And now for those of you who want to try some of these awesome features like selling your publications, I have a special coupon from the folks at ISSUU with 20% off your annual subscription, any of the annual plans actually. So you have the starter plan, which with the discount applied will come to $14 a month. We have the premium plan, which is the one I have been using, that gives you access to the digital sales, to the embed videos, and to the ad-free experience, which is $30 a month instead of $40. Or you have the optimum plan if you are a company, and in that case, you should probably contact ISSUU's sales force so that they can tell you all of the different options. And in order to access this special discount, you can use the link we will have in the description of the video, or you can use the information you see right here on screen, the QR code or the bit.ly that I have created for you guys, bit.ly/ISSUU with Rondy, everything in small caps. You will get access to this landing page, the 25% off any of their annual plans. Whew, we made it, guys. This was a lot of information in this video, but I believe ISSUU deserved that attention on our channel, which is all about Canva, because it really extends the possibility of what you can do with Canva. And you can start earning money with Canva and ISSUU combined together, like I just showed you, which is, I know, something a lot of you guys are trying to develop, an online income. And because I know you guys are interested in learning how to make money with Canva, I'm gonna leave you guys with a link to another video right here that explains a couple of different ways you can start earning with Canva. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.